What is up, you guys? Welcome to TKO TV. And today, the question of the day is, will Israel Adesanya be able to defeat Alex Pereira? Well, the quick answer for me is no. I give the fight a 60-40 in favor of Pereira, and here's why. Alex Pereira has gotten inside of Israel Adesanya's head. Because if you remember the first fight, he knocked him out with his left hook. The second one, I believe he won by decision in kickboxing. And then this third one, this guy, Adesanya was doing good. I would say that in the 5 rounds, Adesanya had at least 4. If not, yeah, I would say he had all of them. Maybe I believe it was the second round to Boatan. But definitely the first round, Izzy almost had him. If you guys remember in the first round, before the whistle was blown, or before the round ended, I don't know if you guys recall when Izzy actually caught Boatan. So in that fight, if that fight was a decision fight, I truly do believe Izzy would have won it. However, in that last round, he went to kill Izzy. You can see Glover Teixeira telling him, like, that belt is ours, that belt is yours, that belt is yours, go and get it. Because Pereira was losing the fight, and he went after it, and he finished Izzy. And the reason why I do think he finished Izzy was because Izzy, I think he got a little confident, and he wanted to show the public that he was going to finish him. And you don't want to do that with Boatan. Boatan is massive. You don't want to interchange with Boatan because you'll die. So I believe that if Izzy ran, like if he just ran, dodged, like Mayweather, he could have pushed a decision through. And another reason why I don't think that Adesanya will beat Pereira is, well, because have you guys seen Pereira's left hook? This guy's left hook is impeccable. Pereira touches someone and the other person falls. He touches you, you fall. It's that simple. Like, you've seen it time and time again. Back when he was at Glory, when he was at kickboxing, he would touch guys with his left hook and they would fall, they would drop. And you even see that with Sean Strickland. You saw with Sean Strickland. Sean approached him in a very square, I would say like a somewhat boxer type of stand, as he usually fights. Like he didn't care. So he went there carelessly against Boatan, and Boatan just saw an opening and he clocked him. So for that reason, I also don't think that Adesanya will beat Pereira, because you saw it in this fight and then you saw it in kickboxing. Adesanya is usually is winning that fight. Like, he's under control, he has that fight. But Pereira has that natural power that he can be having a bad fight, a bad day, but his left hook will solve the issues. Literally, he uses his left hook as a resource, and he solves it. This guy's he's so long. He uses he touches you with any body part and you drop. You even see that with when he fought the Greek guy. He was struggling because the Greek guy knew a little bit of jiu-jitsu and wrestling. This guy came in the second round, just fly kneed him, and he solved the problem, because he lost the first round, and he just used that high knee and defeated that guy. Like, Pereira is the most dangerous, in my opinion. He's at least top 3 most dangerous strikers in the planet. Another reason why I don't think that Adesanya will be defeating Pereira anytime soon is because, let's face it, Pereira is 230 pounds without cutting. The guy is massive. This guy is a light heavyweight. He's 230 on the scale, and he's 230 lean. Like, he doesn't look fat at all. He's 230 lean. So this guy cuts about roughly 45 pounds to make weight, which is insane. I do not know how long he can do that for. It's insane. So I really don't think Adesanya can knock him out. I really don't. Because Adesanya's like what? He's like I think he's like 210 or 205 when like walking off season. But Pereira's massive. He's 230. He's a light heavyweight. And some people say, hey, what about Izzy? Like, he's more complete. He's more of an MMA fighter. He's been doing MMA much longer. That is true. That is very true. And some people are saying like, yo, Izzy's like training wrestling. He's doing wrestling. Like, he posted a video of him in his camp doing wrestling. And even though he's doing wrestling, you don't get elite at wrestling in 6 months. It doesn't work like that. So, and since Pereira's much bigger than him, I'm sure Pereira has worked with Glover Teixeira and he's worked on his takedown defense, and so I hope he's at least worked on his takedown defense. And Izzy, he's not a grappler. He's not even a wrestler. He can't wrestle. So I do believe that Izzy's maybe training wrestling for no reason. I don't think that his wrestling will be what he's learned in wrestling will be enough to stop Pereira. I think Pereira's too big for him to take down, and probably Pereira has prepared his takedown defense, so I don't believe that wrestling will be enough for Izzy. What is next for both? What will be next for both after this fight? Well, let's say in a scenario that Adesanya loses, I do believe that his career, his legacy will go in a downward spiral. Unless, here's my theory. If Adesanya loses, either Pereira will have to defend that belt against another 185er, and I believe I do think any other 85er could probably defeat Pereira because of the wrestling. Like, you put him against Marvin Vettori, I do believe Marvin Vettori will give him a rough night because Marvin Vettori has good wrestling, and he'll take him down. Robert Whittaker, he doesn't have the best wrestling, but he has pretty slick jiu-jitsu. His jiu-jitsu is very underrated. So I do think that Robert Whittaker will give him a tough time also. So either one of that scenario happens, or they can even give Alex Pereira Chimaev, because Chimaev is it's confirmed that he's going to be a 185er, and I do think that Chimaev can go either ways. Chimaev can go out there, wrestle him, drag him around, and choke him, or Poatan will knock him out. It's either or. And yeah, that's one scenario for Pereira after the fight. And another scenario could be that he's already 34. He's going to be 35. So I don't know how long he can, make those cuts. Therefore, I do think that there's a chance that he can go up to 205 and fight possibly Yuri Prohaska, which would be an amazing fight. That would be an absolute treat of a fight. A lot of damage will be done in that fight. And for Izzy, what can happen after? What's next after that fight? I think that if he loses, I do think that he's not going to get another shot against Pereira. And if Pereira decides to go up, I believe that Izzy will be champion again against someone else in 185. Because the weird thing about this is that this scenario reminds me of a Robert Whittaker with Adesanya. That Robert Whittaker could beat everybody in 185. However, every time he fought Izzy, he couldn't beat him. So this fight, it's kind of like that Adesanya can beat everyone at 185, but when he fights Pereira, he can't beat him. So I do think that if Pereira decides to go up after this, Izzy will be champion somehow. So that is what I believe will happen at UFC 286. And my heart says Izzy, but my head says Botan. So, guys, please subscribe and comment down below. Who do you think will win this fight? Pereira or Adesanya? All right, guys, talk to you soon. See you next time.